All right, let's go in. The topic of this video is having a child for an old man. Having a child for a sugar dad. We're gonna deal with this tonight because there's a lot of kids out there who don't know who their true fathers are. There's a lot of women sleeping with these older men. The older men gonna drop that bag on them. There's a lot of women who are sleeping with these older men. These old dudes don't use condoms. These old dudes are not pulling out. These older guys shooting up the club. And she go back to her young baby daddy, to the young guy she's dealing with, and she put the charge on him. But I want to tell you, baby, when you go out there and sleep with the older guy, you got the thing going around right now. No, they showing the older men with the beards and they got the tight suits on. And the older men are in shape and all this and all that. But I won't deal with this from a metaphysical perspective. I'm not saying that your twin flame can't be in an older avatar. I'm not going against that, but I want to deal with this from one perspective. When you're dealing with the wrong, I want somebody to type in the comments. See, I didn't want to do this video live on YouTube. I want to come with the Sony ZV-1. I want to come with the HD camera. I really want to come deal with this tonight. Let me tell you what happened when you're dealing with that older man. When that older man shooting the club up. I'm a young girl. I like older men. I've always liked older men. You don't want to grow with a man your age. You don't want to go on a vacation with a man your age. You don't want to grow old with him. You want to go get you a man who up in age because he's doing his thing and you think that he's the one. I need somebody to type in the comments, sugar dad. We're going to get the book, The History of Love. I can't pronounce the word, the Ulysses. You know the camera vicious. Ulysses, Euless, History of Love, but we know we're dealing with the father of occultism, Paschal Beverly Randolph. And on page, what page is that? Let's deal with this. On page 13 of this book. That's all I'm reading. I got a little bit of scholarship. Just bear with me. I'm gonna talk about you who getting pregnant for these old men. They got some girls in this video right now. Your dad was an older man because your mom was getting busy. Your dad was in his late 40s. Your dad was in his 50s. We got to deal with this tonight. Let me get up and let me go walk. Let me go take a quick run because I'm going to deal with the scholarship tonight. And it says, the first part is just to get you to understand it. The second part going to be the realness. Watch this. Some people have young souls with old bodies. This is the Paschal Beverly Randolph, the father of occultism. Some people have young souls with old bodies. You ever saw a girl who was 13 years old who looked like she was 20? We coming with the smoke already. He think he can sleep with her, but he can't sleep with her because she got an older body. She's developed. Man, that girl 13, that girl 16, 17. You can't touch her. Some people have young souls with old bodies, in which case these are not so old. But where such I gotta get through the first part before I get to the good part. Bear with me. But where such youth does not exist, and the parties live in a passable whatever, because I can barely catch that side of this book. Reason, look, a wife is apt to become a mother quickly than an older husband. Now we're going to jump down to the bottom. Now what we're going to talk about right here is you won't get pregnant for the old man. You won't date the old man. You think it's okay? But I'm going to tell you what the text tell you from an occult perspective. From a magical perspective, the old man has old vibration. He has old frequency. He has old magneticism. I want somebody to type it. I want you to start using the word magneticism. The magneticism. See, we was taught to use the word vibration. We was taught to use the word frequency. But as you start to go back into the teachings, they don't use the words vibration or frequency. They use the words magneticism. Anybody out there that done this video, you was attracted to someone's magneticism? It's the magneticism that pull us together. Watch this. It's all we gonna deal with in this book right here, because y'all know we don't read books. I know y'all hate me because I read books. To go to school to be a doctor, you got to learn certain things from the books. To be a lawyer, you got to go learn about law. to be this you got. But when I start reading about the occultism, when I want to be the baddest occultism, when I want to be the male witch of the South, when I want to take care of the South, the biggest witch of the South, the biggest occultist in the South, and I come to the scholarship, y'all get mad at me. They said you can hide anything in the books from black people. Black people ain't gonna read, but I'm gonna read though. Let's go deal with this. Watch what it says right here. If ever it is right to prevent conception, if ever it is right to prevent conception, mean not have the baby. I'm not talking about abortion. I'm not talking about plan B. I don't deal with none of that. That's them talking about if ever it was right to prevent conception. I believe it is in exceptional cases like this before us. Let's talk about the key to this. We're going to end the video. If you never want to get a woman, if a woman you don't want to get pregnant, I know you like your sugar daddies. I know that old man paying you bills. That old man getting your hair done. That old man is not pulling out. That old man might look good for his age, but we gonna deal with this. Because that's what y'all like nowadays. Watch this. Watch this. Before us, for his old blood. I'm gonna walk with this. I'm just gonna read this part and I'm done. His old blood. The woman's old blood. There's young blood and there's old blood. I'm going to the text for this. This come out the Masonic lodges. This was the hidden text. This what the ancient people knew. This what the ancient people believed. This is why the gods set certain things up in place. For his old blood through his child. That old blood that he got when he gets you pregnant, it's going to be in that child, his old blood, his old DNA. Courses through her veins. His blood getting inside you. Your sugar daddy, all y'all who taking pictures with the older men. Huh? You don't know nothing about this occult works. His old blood is going to get in your veins, in your yanni, making her old prematurely. You sleeping with the old man. Your sugar daddy, you sleeping with the sugar daddy, so he's making you old every time you lie with him. This is metaphysical. This what we talking about. Through her veins, making her old prematurely, loading her down. Any woman out there you slept with an old man, you felt heavy when you finished sleeping with her? Man, we gonna talk tonight, man. I come to work tonight. Man, I come to cut up tonight. I know people y'all following don't go to the book, don't go to the scholarship. They debating and they fussing with each other. I ain't come to debate and fuss. I come under Bobby Hemmett. I come with the teachings of the occultists. You had sex with the old man and it wore you down. You felt heavy. You felt like you was drained when you finished with him. Loading her down. Watch this, watch this. Making her old. Look, you had sex with the old man, you in your 20s, you in your 30s. Lord, but you slept with him, you felt like you was 60 or 80 or 90 prematurely until your energy built back up because he sucked your energy in and he took on your energy and then he went jogging and then he went to the gym and then he got up and washed the claws and then he got up and because he took on your energy. We're dealing with this from an occult perspective. Man, it's going to go over some of y'all heads. Some of y'all going to hate in the comments, but I got to go to the text, man. I don't do this for you to understand this. I got to come to... I know some of you been new this, but I got to back up what you already knew in your mind. That sleeping with that old man, that sleeping with the sugar daddy wasn't right. Making her old prematurely, loading her down with the accumulated mental, physical, and moral. Watch this. Magnetic and other diseases. They ain't gonna listen, man. ISIS. ISIS. They ain't gonna listen. They really not. Lilith. Hathor. Oshun. She don't know how pure she is. She don't know how young she is. She don't know how vibrant and how fervent she is. She don't know how fertile she is. She's not gonna listen to me. She gonna let that man keep taking her energy. But y'all told me to talk about it, so I'm gonna talk about this. Let's deal with this. Oh Lord. Magnetic and other diseases. You take on his diseases. You take on his cancer. You wanna know where your tumors come from? You wanna know where your fibroids come from? You wanna know where your cancer come from? Taking on old energy. This is a cold teaching I'm giving you. I'm the biggest witch of the South. Well, I keep playing I'm a whisper, but I'm a shaman. I'm a really heal, I'm a shaman. I want to say I'm a whisper, I'm a shaman. Must be the truth. Let's deal with it. Magnetic and other diseases of all his long run years. Everything he accumulated during his years is going to transfer to you. Everything he accumulated in his long run years, baby, it's going to move on to you. Watch this. We almost done. We almost done. I know I got a book. Y'all can't stand when I get the books. Besides which, let's deal with the child. You got pregnant for the old man. You got pregnant for your sugar daddy. The one who's getting your hair done, getting your nails done, getting your toes done, paying your car note, who put you in the house. You got pregnant for him? Let's deal with this. His child is born old. A camera bad. You see that? His child is born old. He's an old man. He got old blood. He got old magnetism. I'm going to look into this camera when I do this, baby. Your child going to be born old. Anybody out there, you got children that's born old? Scholarship. I do this. His child is born old. Never knows what babyhood is. They ain't gonna listen, man. They ain't gonna listen, man. That's why the old man not putting out, man. The child is born old and never knows what babyhood truly is. Or childhood. Your sugar daddy gonna give you a kid that'll never know what childhood is. I know you never heard this before. I know some of you gonna disagree with what I'm saying. I don't care. This man went into the Masonic lodges and got the real scholarship, the real truth. But you don't know nothing. The old man know that baby gonna come out old. The old man know that baby never gonna know what childhood is. The old man knows, but look, check this out. But his own father robbed and cheated out of the best and most vibrant days. Yet that is not worst of yet. We're not talking about the worst of it. Because his daddy cheated him. Because his daddy took advantage of his mama. Because the old man put the baby in there. He know what he was doing to the baby. He know what he was doing to you. I know nobody never talked to you like this before. I know nobody never come to you like this before. I'm going to go to the text and get it because I got to talk to my people. Because the ancient people left here for us to understand it. That old man knew he shouldn't be getting you pregnant. It's not the, I want somebody to type in the comments, not the worst of it yet. It's only 12 minutes I'm in. I'm going to be done by 15 minutes. If you can't watch a 15-minute video, you ain't got to follow me, baby, because I'm coming in. Y'all not going to do an hour video, baby. I come to work. I'm from New Orleans. I'm the biggest shaman of the South. Not the worst of it yet. For the offspring, your baby for the old man, for your sugar daddy, watch this. Its bones are harder. You see that? It's a bad camera. You see that? Your baby bones gonna be harder, firmer, more solid than is an average child. Its cranium is broader, flatter, and thicker, and dense as those of a grown man. Because the daddy magnetism, because the daddy had old DNA. Because you got pregnant, I'm looking into the camera, I'm going to preach to you, you better share this video. That's why I put this on Facebook. You better share this video. You talking about a sugar dad, you wasn't taught right. You better meet a man who will match your age and run with you. You going to get an old baby, girl. You get that old woman pregnant, boy. Its cranium is broader, flatter, thicker, and dense than those of a grown man. We almost done, baby. We almost done. Watch this, watch this. And if the younger mother escapes delivery or is still in worse operation, she may consider herself a fortunate woman. You lost the baby for the old man. The ancient people said you're a fortunate woman. I got to go to the text and deal with this. I know my video is gonna be different, baby. They talking about the same stuff, baby. They fighting and arguing with each other. Baby, we coming with something different on, man. You better subscribe to this channel, baby. Y'all don't even know. I'm just getting started. May God pity. I'm done. How many minutes that was? 15 minutes? I did good in 15 minutes. Go get The History of Love by Pascal Beverly Randolph. Thank y'all for joining. Make sure you share. Make sure you copy paste this, send this to your friends. They won't deal with them old men. Listen, the old brother gonna come to you looking good. He clean, he retired, his money already long. He got the Benz, he got his house, he lived by himself, his kids are already older. Girl, you young meat. They tell you in the ancient text. Shit, so I could grab another book. I ain't gonna find it though. They tell you in the book, Jade Dragon, White Tigress. Jade Dragon, White Tigress. That's another book in the ancient text. I should have went got it. But they tell you that the old man would leave once a year to go have sex with an older, younger woman to pull in her youth, to pull in her energy, to pull in her vital fluids so that he can live longer. This is ancient teaching talking about older men sleeping with young women. Don't you get caught up in that, baby. Thank y'all for joining the page on my shape. We rocking and rolling, you heard me?